years of them pushing a false narrative, somehow Bryan Kohberger get let go and now he's innocent. Oh shit. How he got let go? How after he plead guilty, now he's on his way back home, and then now you will give a fuck, and then now you're gonna find documents that were there the whole fucking time, that we've been talking about it the whole time, and then now, if ever anything ever get exposed about this case, then you're gonna talk about it. But not until, huh, Vinnie? You say you investigate what, Vinnie? Vinnie Politani, you investigating what? Because if you are investigating anything, you know how much material you have right now in those documents, and those court documents, on the Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case. You have information and a scandal galore. Court TV would go #1 right now if you expose everything. Court TV will go up and the #1 of the true crime hemisphere. If you dare, if you have the balls to expose what's in the documents right now, Vinnie, why we don't see you even in your own channel breaking down the documents and the case and the narrative, the own narrative that you, Vinnie, and Legacy Media has pushed in favor of the state? Why won't you, now that Bryan Kohberger signed guilty, right? Why won't you look through the documents and enforce your take of his guilt? Wouldn't you like to know if Bryan Kohberger is really guilty? It's in the documents. And he's not. All those vehicles around 1122 Queens Road, all those video footages on all those cars that y'all say was Bryan Kohberger, not one of those cars was Bryan Kohberger. Not one. Every single car, every single vehicle in those footages could be traced. As we speak right now, with the info that is out there right now, every single car on that footage is documented on paper of who it was. But y'all lazy and don't want to match, like, oh my God, this one car, it was the undercover car patrolling around. This other car was Molly doing DoorDash. This other car was this such and such and such. Every single car that you see on those footages that y'all say was Bryan Kohberger is someone else. The vehicle that Bill Thompson said that he spit out, that was the last time that y'all seen that car that spit out, and it was so fast that took the corner and almost crashed. Guess what? That could be Molly, because Molly said the same thing, that she took off like rabbit in hell, fast. And guess what? The car that they said that was about to crash, and that was Bryan Kohberger, that could be Molly, because he was at the same time that Molly said she left. At the same time Molly said that she left, that car is on the footage. By the way, that black pickup truck that he was in front of the house, why they don't have a black pickup truck picture footage or nothing about a black pickup truck. Y'all see a black pickup truck, but it's in the whole all the street. On body cam footage when y'all doing the Banfield shit, y'all see the black truck going that way. There are a lot of crazy people want to talk about. Oh, you see that black truck? That black truck. And then at the end, Dylan end up saying something about a black truck. But you don't have a footage of a black truck in the area to confirm what she's telling you. That's investigative tactics. You cannot trust a witness when that witness is not a witness. Even though they tell you they are a witness, you cannot trust what they're telling you. You still have to investigate. How in the heck you gonna try to use a Dylan Mortensen that is telling you, I don't even know if this shit was real. I didn't recognize no one. I don't know who was the person behind the mask. I do not know. How can you use a Dylan Mortensen to identify a Bryan Kohberger? You cannot use a Dylan Mortensen to identify or make any timeline on Bryan Kohberger. You could not use Dylan Mortensen for eyebrows and nothing. You knew that. It was about to get exposed on trial. Y'all knew y'all couldn't go to trial. And Taylor knew that y'all couldn't go to trial, and she knew that y'all was desperate for a deal. Yeah, and Taylor knew that Bill Thompson had a deal on the table day one. And Taylor knew that Bill Thompson had a deal on the table as soon as Bryan Kohberger got to Idaho. He had a deal on the table, in my opinion. Having conversations that are old. How shocking it was that no DNA evidence was found in Elantra. Because that Elantra and Bryan Kohberger did not take part of this massacre. That's why. Every single case reported where was a vehicle. Oh my, look at this idiot there. This guy hate my guts. I don't hate him. I just don't like Gray Hughes. He's chisty. You cannot trust anything he said out of his mouth. He was wrong in the Kiely Rodni case. Proven wrong. He was wrong even after Bryan Kohberger plead guilty. Bryan Kohberger lose innocent than ever. So of course the guy don't like me. But I could care less. I really don't. Because I know this idiot is part of the problem. That's why we don't care. We wish him well, you know, all those cameos and legacy media and all this other stuff. Collaborating with Plunder and all that. Big shout out to Plunder, amiga, saludo. We don't hold it against Plunder, her being working hand in hand with Gray Hughes. We don't hold that against Plunder. We don't. She's a fellow Christian like us, you know what I'm saying? So we give her a little grace. We give our beloved Plunder a grace that we don't give to other people. He's plunder. We all love plunder.